somewhat.
Okay. Oh, so when did you buy the Catalina drum set?
Um, just recently, I've kind of been going through like I don't know. I just was going through kits that I just trying out. I picked up a Ludwig custom or whatever. It was kind of cheap. I don't know, something about it just didn't mix with me, so I ended up selling it, and I saved up my other like just money I had, and I bought this thing,
Oh, so,
and
wait.
I really like it. It's really pretty. It's like
Oh yeah,
walnut.
yeah. Did you pick that up at Guitar Center?
Yeah, I ordered it from the website. It took forever to get here because I ordered it before this whole thing went into quarantine.
Oh my gosh. And so how long did it take for it to get over there?
Probably about like a month and a half.
Wow. Wait, how many drums do you have there?
It is a 8-inch tom, a 10-inch tom, a 12-inch tom, 14-inch floor tom, and a 16-inch floor tom.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
And
next lesson I'll make sure to set up just as many toms as you have. So,
no,
so,
yeah, whatever.
so
I really like the jazz setup too, and
yeah.
for shows and stuff, I probably will set up more like that, not bring all these. But I don't know. I like broadening it, and I saw this one, and I just really liked like all the little toms and
Yeah.
the little floor tom and stuff. I don't know.
No, those are great. I mean, honestly, I mean, since this quarantine thing happened, I mean, it got to the point where I was where basically I just didn't have any form of exercise anymore. You know, I couldn't go skateboarding, I couldn't go surfing, so I set up a full-on double bass drum set.
Oh
So
wow!
so I had just as many toms as you did. I think I had a left floor tom also on the left side of the hi hat, and then I had two bass drums set up. Oh, but
No.
you still have your other drum set.
Oh yeah, I still have my Ludwig, and I still have my Tama Silver Star. The Ludwig is kind of taken apart right now because I'm getting some replacement pieces for it.
Oh, did the lugs break?
Yeah, no, I misplaced a tom arm, unfortunately, and it's really, really hard to replace.
A tom arm? Can I see the tom arm that you're missing?
Yeah, they're these big. Can you see at all? It's these big rack tom. Yeah, they're missing like an L-shaped tom arm. I unfortunately can't get the original piece just because it's really hard to find.
Did you look on Reverb?
Say it again?
Reverb.com?
Yeah, I was looking on Reverb and I only found pieces of them, like missing, like they're called octonal or something. Some weird arm. It's just an L-shaped tom arm. But the Guitar Center has a replacement piece apparently for the Ludwig.
Okay.
That I bought two of that I'm waiting on. But yeah, I love this thing. It's just super old, and I don't want to take it out anymore, really, just because it's mahogany, and it's always a pain in the butt to load it.
Okay.
Yeah, this one's a lot more, like, condensable, I guess.
And you mentioned your band isn't, well, obviously, you guys aren't doing anything right now, right?
Yeah.
But you said your lead singer, he's thinking about ducking out?
Yeah, just him and the bass player, and just don't really mesh, and also the bass player and guitarist, they're kind of, in my opinion, more into the party scene of everything. Kind of more into just staying there in a band, and they're not bad.
Right.
It's just that kind of like filter on their like vision just doesn't. It holds them back. Even for me, like I really want to like. I'm even trying to broaden out. Like I'm trying to go back to MSJC and go to figure out my major, yeah, but also get involved with the music there. So I really want to learn how to read it too, because I feel like it's super important. First of all, just for learning. You know, I feel like I don't know. Sorry, I'm talking your ear off.
No, it's all right.
Like, well, I don't know. Like, what frustrates me with drums, like, just like I see these other people just laying it out on like online and stuff, and it's just like I don't even know. I watched this guy who was talking about like just this, and I've been practicing this forever, kind of, but just quarter note triplets, I think.
Okay.
And then you can also practice.
Okay.
Like I don't know. I guess
was that a paradiddle you just did?
Yeah, it's like it's just broken anywhere, like so, like
yeah.
Floor tom, and then to the snare. Then you can even break it up more, like don't know.
Cool.
I'm just trying to understand. I guess like that's what I want to learn. I guess just everything. Learn the right stuff.
Yeah, totally. Now with the blues band, are you just playing shuffle beats with them?
Oh yeah, I do. I also jam to a lot of just jam tracks. What I did with them that night was just like I actually have a video, a video of
Okay.
it that's pretty bad quality. I can get to you sometime, but it's just when I play to blues, I really struggled with fills. You know, that's what I've always struggled with, and also knowing more complex rhythms. But like, what I would do for like just say a random blues song would be like just different, you know.
Uh-huh. Cool.
I don't know, stuff like that, or
Yeah, I'm stoked that you have the triplets down. So
yeah, I feel like I just don't know, I guess, necessarily what direction to go with what I have, you know.
right.
Separating it over toms, yeah, but like even then, like I still understand, like you know, like it's like you gotta move the right way and like, hit the tom the right way.
Right.
You know, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean the tough thing is, especially when you're dealing with triplets, like it switches between here. Let me see. I don't know if you can see this practice pad. So, oh, actually, I could just do it on my snare drum.
Right
It's
on.
the quarter notes. Oh, I can put it up a little bit. The quarter notes like this. So these are quarter notes, and then the triplets. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. I'm just saying the hands that fall on the quarter notes. Right, left, right, left, right. The hard thing is it alternates, right? So it's hard going to like, okay, if I start with the right here, and I need to go to the left on the tom, is my arm going to have to cross over now to get to it, It's kind of unnatural because all of a sudden your left hand is going like this to get to that next quarter beat.
Yeah.
But I mean, like doing that, I mean also learning the six tuplets where I'm playing 6 notes per quarter note. So this is the quarter note. And the reason I'm saying this is, along with playing a blues beat, right? You need to also know how to play a drum fill in that style too, right? Because I've seen this a lot. I see it a lot where people will play a blues beat where it's in triplet feel. So did you see what I did there?
Oh yeah, I went into straight eights, right?
It went to straight eighths. I see it happen a lot. Even when I was playing jazz clubs in New York, I would see drummers go in there, and then they would start playing a drum fill, and it was a completely different feel. So it ends up throwing off the band. It throws off everybody. So cool. Okay, so we could work on that.
I really feel like not to.
Yeah. No. Keep on going.
My buddy Diego and I were going to eventually, before this all went down, there was this jazz club in San Diego. And I really wanted to go there, and my buddy was like, and I was like, man, it'd be so cool because it's open mic. Like, anyone can go up there.
Yeah.
Apparently, a lot of kids from the college over there, the San Diego State, a lot of jazz kids go there and play, like improv jazz. And I was like, man, I really want to play there. And my buddy Diego was like, man, but they're really good. And he was saying it like, and I took it with a grain of salt, but I also took it as like motivation. Like, I really want to like, I feel like jazz is like, it sounds stupid, but like the answer to like playing blues better or understanding rock better.
Right.
It's like getting like, I don't know if I'm right or wrong.
No, you're totally right. And the main thing is you're trying to learn the history of music. Because first came the blues, right? And then there's also folk country music, but in a weird way, I've just found this out myself that a lot of a lot of blues musicians have said, "Oh, country is just the white man's version of the blues." And so if you listen to like Hank Williams, um, you'll hear the same chord progression that's used in the blues. It's just a little bit different feel, different lyrics, or whatever. But so it went from blues to jazz to I mean, blues and jazz kind of went back and forth with each other. Then obviously, you got blues going with the Muddy Waters, then rock and roll coming from that with Chuck Berry, who literally he just sped up the blues, and then we got rock and roll. So it's good to know the history of all those things. Um, so that's good. Okay, cool. I'm just trying to figure out what things to go over.
No, yeah, no, you're fine. I definitely have a hard time articulating really like it all. I guess like I love jazz, and I really do want to be like very. I want to learn jazz.
Yeah.
But also like I want to be able to take stuff like that and just like use it wherever in a sense. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like say like funk. Like Stevie Wonder type stuff. That. Sometimes that stuff almost feels jazzy. With like just live videos I've seen and stuff. Just everything how it's put together and stuff. Just like I don't know.
No, you're totally right. I mean, and the thing is, if you learn as many styles as possible, with whatever genre you end up going into, you end up adding a new flavor to that, right? One of my biggest pet peeves is I could see if a drummer has only been in one type of drumming for a long time, like people I know who are in drum lines, since high school and middle school, and then they go onto a drum set, and I could tell, I'm like, oh, they're a drumline drummer. It's just super rigid, super precise, but super rigid. And then I'll see jazz drummers who go into rock and roll. There's a band called the Yeah Yeah Yeahs.
Oh, I know them.
Oh, you know them? Okay, so that drummer, he's a jazz drummer, right?
Oh, wow.
But the thing about him is he's so jazzy that I don't know. The only way I could say is he doesn't know how to rock out, right?
Yeah.
Like there's just okay. The only way to put it is there's just no balls behind his playing. He's a great drummer. There's just no balls behind it. So yeah, I mean, we'll do that. We'll go over, just jazz. I mean, I guess a lot of it is the big thing with jazz is learning how to do finesse, right? And that's a big thing. John Bonham. I mean, every drummer who listens to John Bonham, who really knows their stuff, they're like, oh yeah, John Bonham's a jazz drummer, but he knows how to like rock out with Led Zeppelin. But yeah, like let's work on that stuff, like your basic swing kind of stuff to help you with that blues band that you're in. Let's work on some sticking patterns, like you did with the paradiddle, right, left, right, left, left. This is a book. These are kind of considered the Bibles for drummers. It's Stick Control. This is the number one book every drummer has. I think I have. I don't know why there's blood on it. No, I don't know what that is. This thing's probably older than I am. But I have like maybe 3 or 4 copies of this because my older brother had one and I had one. But honestly, I mean, just this first page. Okay, so basically, I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it has all these sticking patterns. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Next one is reversing it to left, right, left, right, left, right. This one is right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. This is reversing left, left, right, right. And then eventually it gets to the paradiddle. The biggest pattern that I use constantly is some version of a paradiddle. So one thing I want to, if you would like, I want to show you how to make beats using different sticking patterns, right? So let's just go with the paradiddle, right? So, sorry,
No, you're chilling.
Okay. And every so often, I think like every 15 or 20 minutes, I'm gonna have to pause and stop the screen recording because I don't want to overload the recording time.
No, yeah, you're chilling.
So okay, so let's start with right, left, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right. So right hand on the floor tom, left hand on snare drum. Let me do it first, and then you could do it like 4 times. So. You already know the paradiddle, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can you do that with right hand on the floor tom, left hand on the snare, and just do it like 4 times?
Okay, just alternating?
Yeah. Cool. Okay, cool. Now, what you're going to do now is, let's put the right hand on the hi-hat. Did we do this already? I want to make sure.
I'm not sure, to be honest. I mean, I don't even. If we did, I don't really mind.
Okay, it's been a long time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now what we're gonna do is put the right hand from the floor tom, put to the hi hat. Let me put this right here. So it'll be like this. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Now what we're going to do is let's put a bass drum on the 1 and 3. So it'll sound like this. How's it sounding? Is it coming in clear? Is it too loud?
It's coming in pretty clear. Just sometimes on the, I think when you're on the cymbal earlier, and sometimes on the hi hat.
It'll peak.
Peak. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll make sure to go softer on the cymbals then.
Yeah, you're chilling.
So we're gonna add now. Let's go add the bass drum on the 1 and 3. Okay. So it'll be like this. You got that?
Yeah, I believe so. It's be right?
Yes.
Okay.
Very cool. Okay, now what I want you to do is, okay, the most important thing here is that we keep the left hand hitting on the snare drum on 2 and 4. So basically, this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, right? But now what I want to do is now move one of your hands to another instrument. I guess technically it's another instrument. Another tom, a cymbal bell, something like that. So here, I'll give you an example, and then I want you to figure out some other variation yourself. So by the end of this, 15, 20 minutes of this section of the lesson, we'll have a whole new drum beat that we made using the paradiddle. Okay.
Cool.
So, so we started like this, right? Now, then we move to the hi-hat. Now, what I'm going to do is just going to move either one of the strokes or one of the diddles to, let's go move it, I'll move it to the tom here. So it'll be like this. Oh, sorry, that isn't even a diddle.
I believe, yeah. So,
yeah. Cool. Yeah. Now, now that second diddle you did, why don't we move that to another cymbal or another tom?
Okay.
So.
All right, let's see.
So go for it.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. Yeah, that's fun. As long as you memorize what you're doing. So, so you went. Wait, can you play what you played for me again?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm messing up too.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, just that, I guess.
Okay,
so
cool.
far.
You know, I like what you did when you added this sound to it. So I like that. Where you go. Here, can you repeat what I here? Let me do it one more time, and then you repeat. Okay.
Okay. So,
cool.
I see what you're doing there.
Yeah, go ahead and do it again. Cool. Very cool. Okay. So, so what you did is you did the diddle twice on the toms. So you went like this. Try doing it where it's only on that tom once, the first diddle. So it's like paradiddle, 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 paradiddle.
Okay.
So yeah, go ahead. Yes, very cool. Can you do that? Do that again? Cool. Yeah. That time you went like this. Oh, you added an extra splash in there.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So just try it again. So. Cool.
So the splash is like right after the tom.
Yeah, right after the tom. Okay. So we have a couple other options. I just want to move our hands around the drum set. Let's put that second diddle that we did. Remember where you did 2 diddles on the tom? Why don't we put that second diddle somewhere else?
Okay.
So kind of like, you know, I'll do an example. Or you could do this. Or you could put it on the tom.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay.
So
sorry,
whichever one you want to do. You could add the diddle on this. You could add it here. You could add it here.
So like, here, let me just give it a try here.
Yeah.
Cool. Somewhat. I know it's not there, but
no. Here, keep on doing it until you're comfortable with the beat that you.
Okay. I'm sorry.
No, you're getting good. It's alright.
Is that after the first paradiddle when you do the left-handed one? Would it be snare, tom, snare, tom, snare, snare? There, yeah. So left, right, left, left. Is that to the floor tom? Can that work there?
Let me just do it once or twice, and then you can just copy it. Oops. I actually missed one thing. Do you know what I missed? I forgot to do the mat splash. So.
Oh, okay. So. Right.
Cool. Very cool. Here, do that again, just to solidify what you got. Go ahead and do it again.
Okay. Somewhat, I missed it there, I think.
Yeah, can you okay, cool. Okay. Let's have something happening with the left hand now.
Okay.
I'm wondering, when you're looking at me, do I look like I'm playing a right-handed drum set, or does it look like you're looking at me in a mirror?
No, it looks like you're playing a right-handed drum set.
Oh, I am a mirror image. This is my right. Okay. Whatever. Oh, okay. So let's go move the left hand around a little bit. So.
Okay.
Okay. That very last skill that we do with the left hand. That one. I'll yell out "ditto" when I'm referring to the hand that I want to move around. Ditto. So let me try it one time. Ditto. Let's move that last ditto somewhere. So
Okay.
you choose where you want to put that last ditto. You have several options you could do. Bell, hitting with the shoulder of the stick. You could do on the hi-hat. So it'd be like. Or you could do rim click. So. Oh, I'm missing that last splash. Oh, sorry. Whatever you choose.
Okay. No, yeah, okay. So it'd be right. That's the last ditto
Yeah,
there.
that very last ditto.
Okay. I need to fix my cymbal actually.
Okay, go ahead.
Set up here. Real fast. Still trying to get used to where I should have it necessarily with this kit. Alright, here, I'll try it again. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go to the hi-hat.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, cool.
So, is that the correct?
No, it's whatever you want to do. So, so let me see if I can repeat what you did. Is that what you did?
I believe so. I think I think I might be slipping up with the floor tom there. It would be right, left, right, right, left, left, right. That's the choke.
Uh-huh.
Left, left, right, left, right, 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 and then. Sorry, I'm not.
No,
sorry.
it's alright. It's a little bit confusing.
No. So from the first two paradiddles, on that next right-handed paradiddle, do I start that single stroke on the floor tom?
Oh no, you keep it on the hi-hat for now.
Keep it, and then the double is on the floor tom.
Yes.
Okay, so it'd be like.
Yes.
Okay.
So.
No, right on. Sorry, I was just. No, this is interesting. I like this.
So yeah, and so basically the goal of this is we're trying to use all the drums democratically. So rather than most of the times when we're playing drum beats, it's always hi-hat, snare, bass drum, ride, bass drum, snare.
Yeah, exactly.
What I'm trying to do is get you to use the whole entire drum set, so you're actually just making more use of it, right? Like kind of like it's no use bringing a 7-piece drum set to a gig. Like
exactly.
You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have a 7-piece, yeah. If you're only going to use 3 of them, right? 3 of the drums most of the time.
That's exactly what I'm trying to break away from. Is that like very da 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 or even getting away from something still simple, but like I don't know, just trying to get away from that is good.
Yeah.
But in context, there's people who play the drums that will do that for like a bar or 2 bars. But then they're still keeping the same rhythm and beat, but doing something completely. I don't know. I don't even know how to say it. I guess. But no, what you're saying, like, yeah, that's great.
I mean, there's a couple of drummers you should check out from the 1970s that were really good at this. His name's Peter Gabriel. He used to be in a band called Tower of Power.
Peter Gabriel? I'll look him up.
Oh, Peter Gabriel. No, David Garibaldi. Sorry, Peter Gabriel is.
I recognize the name. I'm sure I'll recognize the playing.
David Garibaldi. And then, actually, you know what? While we're on Zoom, I can actually just show you right now.
Oh, right on.
Let's see. How do I do screen share? Okay. So let's see if this works. So David Garibaldi, and then, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me see.
Oh, him?
Yeah.
I've watched this video.
Oh, you have? Okay.
No, I never could learn it necessarily because I'd always just I was too all over the board,
Oh no! I mean he's a big influence on my drumming.
He's really cool. Isn't it King Kong drumming?
King
Kong, right?
Oh,
isn't that what he calls it?
I've never actually seen this video. I just clicked on the first video I saw. Oh shoot!
Yeah, this is really cool. This is something I actually have not been able to even if I was to learn it, utilize it. You know what I mean? There's like difference between learning it and being able to use it.
Video to the wrong Zach. So I just sent the video to a different Zach that I know. Okay. That guy. There's another guy you should check out. David Garibaldi. Then we got King Crimson.
That name rings a bell as well.
Who's the drummer? Oh gosh. King Crimson's had so many drummers. Bill Bruford.
Just that control.
Yeah, I mean it's.
Well,
and I'll send you this link right now.
Right on.
Because I don't know how good the quality is coming out. And the quality, actually, it isn't even very good on my end. So Bill. Oh, and then one last drummer I'll show you. His name is Zach Hill. From. He's in a band called Hella. They used to play at the. Oh gosh, where's that band Surf Curse that you showed me? They used to play a venue at a club in downtown Los Angeles all the time.
Oh yeah, they were always over there.
The Smell.
Oh yeah.
So this is the drummer Hella. This drummer is absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
So I mean, you see how Zach Hill he'll use his toms as part of the beat, right?
Yeah. That's what I want to send you after this that's a real inspiration that I found. I don't even know what band she usually plays in. I think she's kind of everywhere. But her name's Sarah Thoyer, and she plays like some Indian rhythms.
Yes. She has glasses, right?
Yeah, she lays it down on this Zildjian live performance.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, I just saw that. That's so good.
Oh yeah, that is like that. Like, I mean, I don't want to copy her, but just her ability and technique.
Uh-huh.
That's the kind of like kick control I want. You know, she just has that like ability. You know, so smooth to transfer. You know, there's so many drummers that are like that, but I don't know. She's just one that I feel like I love that kind of music too.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool because she's adding a new flavor into drumming. So she's kind of doing a thing that, and I know you and we've talked about this a lot before. Is a problem that's happening with modern drumming, or just I think it's just happening because of the internet now. Is everybody they're either just doing one style, and a lot of it is hip hop. You know, granted, I love hip hop music, but when it's hip hop in pop music, when it's hip hop in jazz music, it's hip hop everywhere. You're just like, okay, like learn some different styles of music. But what's cool with what she does is she's putting Indian drumming into the drum set, along with gospel music, along with
Oh, gospels! Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is amazing.
Yeah, so the guy Zach Hill, what David Garibaldi does, all of it is just variations of right, left, sticking patterns are left, right, right. Just different types of paradiddles. That's all it really is. They'll do it faster, or they'll do it in different rhythms, but in reality, it's just a combination of singles and diddles.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, totally.
I was also watching some other videos of a couple other people practicing something with, like, the double stroke roll. First of all, like, something that always bugged me about I don't know if my double stroke's good because I don't know. I mean, I watch guys play and stuff, but like, I feel like I don't have enough control of it.
Okay, yeah.
So, I was watching this. People were doing with the double stroke, kind of like a, and then they speed that up, and it's like, I can't do it really too well. But it gets to that point, kind of. I don't know. Is that even like? Is that used as well in like a more kind of professional setting?
Like is it worth learning that?
Yeah, is it a common thing, or like I don't even know necessarily. Like you see these jazz drummers that are like, they get the roll and all that, and like I don't know. It's just like
totally. I mean, I used to
find that kind of stuff
in my band that I was in called Night the Wrecking Ball, and when I was living in Texas, I would use that all the time. And all it is, instead of the hands alternating, right? Like right, left, right, left, left. It's just alternating now between the foot and the hand. So basically, it's like this, or you just do doubles. But the only time I'll do that is when I'm actually using my left hand for something else, right? So, like, let's say I'm playing a drum beat like this. Granted, I've never played a drum beat like that, but you get the point, right? So, So, it does a couple things. One, it's kind of flashy because you're doing something with one hand. But musically, it makes more sense if you start doing something with the other hand too, right? And eventually, I do want to get into that kind of drumming with you, where you switch up the hand instead of your right hand leading, also your left hand's leading.
Oh yeah, something I practiced was same thing, same context, kind of is so it's like da da kind of a. I don't know. I don't even know if that's even something.
No, it totally is. So
kind of mesh it all together, I guess. From triplets to a Zeppelin-y triplet,
right,
to more tighter, more like what's his name, Peter Erskine type triplet. Like that kind of stuff. Like I don't even know. Sorry, I'm just.
No, that's good. Here, give me 1 second. I'm gonna stop the video. And if you don't mind, if we could continue on with this paradiddle, like expanding on the paradiddle drum beat for the next lesson.
Yeah.
Just so we could touch on at least one other point today.
Okay.
If that's okay with you, or if you want to just stick with the paradiddle, it's your choice.
I'm down. Yeah, I really do want to stick with the paradiddle and all that. Like, I mean, in my opinion, all this stuff all plays a role in some way or another with each other. So.
Cool. Okay, let me just stay on the Zoom. I'm just gonna stop my screen